Okay, we're back. Let's go through the process of how this is also good because it shows how does a pedal switch actually work, which there's different ways to do things, but we're going to do it the easiest way, which is how it came, and see if we can just get it working with the same materials that they gave us. So go ahead and strip your ends off of your DeWalt adapter. Go ahead and twist your wire up nice and solid. There we go. Again, I love these connectors. They are great. Go ahead and open up both sides and jam that one in there. And then jam another one on there and get it ready so that we've got our battery, we've got our power supply right here. And essentially, we've got our motors here, we've got our battery here. So if I were to connect those, these motors would just spin all the time. So what we want to do is connect it to this pedal switch, right? And so the only thing you really need to understand, and I'm going to go ahead and kind of start from scratch here. Again, nothing crazy here. You've got two motors, which we're just going to play with one. So we've got our motor, and you got two wires coming off of it. You have your battery, two wires coming off of it. So the first thing to understand is when you're dealing with a switch like this, your hot or lead wire or whatever you want to call it, that's going to go directly from your battery or your power supply. It's going to go directly to your motor. So go ahead and get you some wire. And again, you're just going to go straight from the battery straight to the motor. Okay? So you got one of the two wires all the way done. So the only thing that you have left is your red. So that's essentially what you're going to do here is on the back here, you'll see two prongs on this particular one. There's some switches that have 6, and there'll be, some other videos on that. But most of the time, you're just going to get these two because it's a simple switch. When you press it, it sends power through. When it's depressed, nothing happens. So essentially what we need to do is run our red, which in this case it's yellow from the motor, and then one of them to here. So in my experience, and somebody can comment if they want, it really doesn't matter which one you attach to. It's just one red comes from the battery and then goes back to whatever motor or whatever you're trying to supply. So I'm going to work on getting this rigged up. I think I've actually got some stuff right here. So let's go ahead and we're going to use these two brown wires that I had laying around. And we're going to put one, again, coming from the battery. We've already got the hot going straight there. Now our red or our neutral is going to the switch. And then once it comes to the switch says, is it pressed or is it not pressed? And if it is, it sends the rest of it completes the circuit. I hope I'm saying the lingo right. And then we're going to continue it to the motor. So again, nothing crazy here. You got your black or your power going straight from the battery to the motor. You've got your red goes to the switch and one of the prongs, and then another red or another wire goes to your motor to complete the circuit. So now let's see if this switch works. We're going to put a battery in here, and then we're going to press it. See what happens. Hang tight. Let me grab a battery. So let's put power here. So we've got power. Nothing's happening, which is good because we haven't pressed the switch. Now, if everything's working right, and I'm not a laughing stock on this video, when I press this, that motor will go. So the switch works just fine, and this is also a good demonstration on how to hardwire this switch that goes to your motor. And if you want to operate the two motors, all you have to do is connect this motor into these other wires, and this one switch will operate both of these motors, or as many motors as you can handle. So that's that. So we know the switch works. So the next step on the Purple Jeep project is to go ahead and wire up the switch and actually hardwire the switch to our battery, which I know goes to our motors. And let's see if this switch works And in that case, it was just a wiring or a pedal issue that was going on. So let's see where we end up.